US, Europe, Asia, US again in May. What is the secret to always looking so rested, Charlotte? What's your secret?
The secret is, honestly, loving what you do. I feel going on tour can be very intense. I just was home for only one day, so it's really intense, but it's also very beautiful and very amazing. And every time on stage, this music pulls you through and the energy pulls you through. So I think, to be fair, I am not always rested. I often am a little bit dying on the inside, but it is very much worth it. It's a fantastic job.
Can you balance your health and private life with tour all around the world?
Difficult. I feel balance is a big word, and it's something that I really try to protect. But it's hard. It's a very irregular life, but we make the best of it. And together with Enrico at home, we try and protect our time as well to really find a good balance, like you're saying.
When you are at home with Enrico, do you speak about music? I hope no.
We do, but not always. And we did have conversations about it that, we cannot only talk about music all the time. So we try and have a normal couples, normal personal life.
Oh, Charlotte, I found that kick. Oh, that bass. I imagine like this.
Exactly, it can get very intense at times.
Do you have a sort of routine before going on stage?
No, not really. I'm always on tour with my tour manager and with Dan, videographer, who's there right now. Hi, Dan. So I think it's just the three of us. We find strength in each other's company. We have a drink before we go on stage, and then the music takes over.
Do you remember your first rave?
I don't remember my first rave. I remember my first festival. That was in Belgium. I think it was at Pukkelpop. But first rave, no. But that was the year I was 16. That was the year I went to a lot of festivals, a lot of illegal parties as well that were still kind of frequent back then. So that was, 16, so 16 years ago almost.
Did you play there or just like client?
Like a client, just passing by.
Okay.
Passing by. And then I started going to clubs around the same age when I was 16, 17 years old. I fell in love with clubs, with club music. And then one thing led to another. I started making mixtapes to listen to by myself, like continuous mixes, started putting them online, bought my first decks to play at home, like in bedroom DJ, and so it happened.
Did you play proper techno from the beginning?
No, I didn't. Actually, I started playing electro music, which is like Crookers, the Bloody Beetroots, Mastercraft, Errol Alkan, and Boys Noise back in the days to 2010-ish. So that's the music I started. But then I think after 4 years of DJing, this electro moment was kind of dying out. And I think that, or it went more commercial into electro house, which became EDM, like the Tomorrowland main stage music of Afrojack and David Guetta. Or people went more into techno, and I went more into techno.
It was the Raving George alias moment.
Yes, it was.
Why did you choose a male alias to begin your career?
First of all, because I was very young. I was 17 years old. I never thought that music and DJing would be anything like very serious, anything more than a hobby. So I felt more comfortable to just pick a name and to hide behind, well, to not show that I was a female DJ, because 12 years ago that was not so frequent, and I didn't want people to come to my shows because I was a lady DJing. It was a different world. Like now it's different. Back then it was still very sexist and it was a bit, as a female DJ, not always especially not as such a young female DJ.
I can imagine the promoter that booked you, like Raving George, and see you in person. Where is Raving George?
Surprise.
Did it happen?
Yeah, well, a little bit. I think it happens when the promoter always knew what they were booking. But I think sometimes if people came to watch my DJ sets and without even looking, like just liking the music and then being surprised, like, hey, but it's a woman, yeah, sure, why not?
Do you feel Do you feel responsible in a certain way to change the prejudice on female DJs in these 15 years?
How responsible? I don't know, but if I contributed, I think that is very nice. And if the world can be a less sexist place for the DJ community because of what I did and what other women did before me, I think that is beautiful. So, yeah.
From Raving George to Tomorrowland main stage for the closing.
Yeah.
First time for a woman closing the main stage. What's your emotion? What's your feelings in that moment? You're from Belgium. Tomorrowland for you is like a milestone. So I think your emotions in that moment was amazing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Also in 2011, I won a DJ contest as Raving George that made me play already at Tomorrowland. And to me, that was a little bit the moment that put my name out there, at least in Belgium. So thanks to Tomorrowland, people like Pukkelpop or I Love Techno or like clubs and festivals all over Belgium in the beginning, they knew who I was. So to close the main stage in 2022 for the first time, first woman, first techno act ever to do it, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, big moments. We celebrated it very well. My friends were there, my family was there. It was very big.
Did you feel respects from the other EDM DJs in that days?
Oh, for sure.
It was so strange and so beautiful to see you after David Guetta, after Afrojack, Martin Hardwell. For me, it was a very seminal moment.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
What's your hobbies besides music?
Hobbies besides music? No, but I live in the countryside, so I like being like outside, nature, restful. I like working out, going to the gym, going for runs. Yeah, but I must say music is really kind of dominant in my life.
I think that silence could be a good hobby for you.
It is, it's a good contrast to me, to have these hectic moments in the weekend and like also what's about to happen today in Milan with the street party and then in the club and tomorrow time warp. Like it's so much happening all the time. So I do like some peace and quiet as well.
What did your parents think about what you do?
Honestly, very supportive. Very supportive from the start. Like supportive in a way that they were even encouraging me to pursue this path. Because back then I was still going to school, and at some point I felt that I needed to make a choice between school and music. And my parents said, like, you know what, try music. If it doesn't work, I can always go back to school. Try it. They were the ones telling me to quit school.
Are they coming to your shows?
My dad is here.
Yes?
Yeah.
Also in Tomorrowland?
My mom is also Tomorrowland. My mom also joins sometime, but she's supporting from distance always.
Super.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable with almost 4 million followers on Instagram?
No. No. Yes and no. I mean, it's amazing that I'm able to also reach so many people through social media. But sometimes in my private moments when I'm walking in the streets and people recognize me, it always catches me a bit by surprise. Like, I don't understand the magnitude of it all.
Also, I think that you have to post something, you have to think about that millions followers on it. You have a great responsible what you're saying or post.
It's tough. It's a lot.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
Words by words, pick by pick.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Do you read comments?
No. Well, yes, sometimes. But on my channel, I would read them. On other people's channels, like if someone does a post about me, I try to stay away because it's a lot of negativity sometimes on social media.
Do you have haters or not?
Oh, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Do you read the haters' comments?
I really try not to.
And?
If I don't, I'm happy. If I do, I'm sad. So I don't.
April 10th, new single. November 7th, new album. Can you tell me something more about these two big moments in your career, beginning from the new single, April 10th?
Yes. Well, the new single is coming. It's called The Realm. It's the first single of the album. And the album is a little bit of a representation of everything I did in these past 15 years as a DJ. So it took me quite a long time to assemble all the tracks. I'm very proud of it. I think it really stands for my journey in music and also what I want to represent as an artist. So yeah, I'm very excited about all of it.
Did you decide the album title?
It is Charlotte Witte, it's my name.
Oh, wow, it's a very impressive choice. Why this choice?
Because I didn't want to name it after, there's not one track that really stands out and defines everything. It's a club album, it's made for the clubs. So because it is such a representation of my sound and my journey, it's my name, it's me.
So it will be proper techno and techno stuff, not something different, I think.
There are some different things on it, but it is mainly techno. It can be peak time techno, lots of acid techno, raw, deep techno, a little bit of ambient, a little other surprise in there as well. But it really just represents the type of techno music that I love so much. And I think that's why the album is called Charlotte Witte.
Do you feel the love from Italian fan base?
Absolutely. I feel that ever since I always felt it. Italy has always been special to me and is, I think, the second country or maybe the first where I had my international shows as a DJ in Bari. It was my first one in Italy. But I feel that ever since I married Enrico, I feel like, I don't know, like Italy just adopted me, half adopted me. So I feel like I became one of you with pleasure.
Enrico Sangiuliano is your husband.
Yes.
Where did you get met with him?
We met on stage, I think already in the past, just by passing by. But I think in 2019 in Los Angeles, we had a show together. And then we went for drinks after the show, and then we really started talking. And we became friends first, and then one thing led to the other.
And where did you get married?
We got married in Lisbon, in our
Portugal.
In Portugal, where we live, in our favorite pizzeria.
Pizzeria?
Pizzeria.
Why pizzeria?
Because we wanted something small, something intimate, something fun, something light, and it's a very good pizzeria.
And did you play music as well?
No. We all got very, very drunk, and it was very small, just with closest friends and family. Maybe one day we do a big one.
At last but not least, a top 10 fan list, little game together.
All right.
Female DJ.
Nina Kravis.
Male DJ.
Len Faki. No, Enrico Sangiuliano. Had to. Almost didn't.
Not electronic artist.
Leonard Cohen.
Italian food.
Pasta al pomodoro.
Not burrata or mozzarella.
Also mozzarella, yeah.
Dessert.
Cheesecake.
Clothing brand or accessory.
Dark Park.
Techno track.
Dustin Zahn, Stranger to Stability, Len Faki Podium Mix.
Nice. Oh. Place to party?
Oh. Anywhere with the right people.
Place to rest?
Home.
Netflix series.
Vikings.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.